what's the best advice you can give to an upcoming independent artist?
As generic as it's gonna sound, you gotta be yourself, bro. You gotta like find out who you are and be yourself. It's like most people who like want to become musicians, I feel like they're chasing fans. But what you have to do is find out who you are and express that. And in you expressing who you are, you're gonna find people who are exactly like you, and those are the people that become your fans. Like most of the artists that you like them being themselves, and you see yourself in them. And so that's why you gravitate towards them. So instead of trying to like say, how can I get fans? You should be focused on how can I express who I am in my uniqueness to the world. You feel me?
Yeah, like Drew said the same thing.
Man drew some photos of the homies and shit. Man drew some photos of the homies and shit. Let me get some questions, baby.
So I feel like your music, like it's really could appeal to a lot of people in like the EDM community. So I was wondering what it's like, a difference in doing like shows at EDM events and doing like little shows in New York.
Alright, so doing EDM shows is fun because them niggas turn up because they just fucked up. But like New York shows are cool because we've done shows in New York for UA from 250 kids to like 2,000 kids.
Yeah.
And those are fun too, but the EDM kids turn up a little different. But New York is home, so it's always like dope to like return home and like perform on stages that like I've gone to see other people perform on. So I prefer. I asked the question again.
You've been around the world. Why did you choose to settle in California?
Because California is the greatest place on the entire planet. It's the greatest. I'm not even joking to you. We have the best weather. We have beaches. We have snow if you want. We have deserts. We have mountains. We have green life. We have the best weed. We have the best cultures. If you want to be fashionable, you could be fashionable. You want to dress like a fucking bum every day, you could dress like a bum every day. You want to live a humble life, you could live a humble life. You want to live an extravagant life, you could do that too. We got Hollywood. We got Silver Lake. We got Beverly Hills. We got the Valley. We got Calabasas if you want to go over there. Oh, you want to fucking go live in a retirement home type style shit? San Diego. You want to go to one of the coolest places on the planet? Go to the fucking Bay. California has it all. We need you to come our own country. I'm not even joking. I fuck with my man. My man's came prepared with the questions, bro. Hold on. Let me get my man's.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I got the questions. They've written down. We got next one up.
Question. Give me the question.
Okay, how far are you in your education, and what do you want to do with it moving forward in your career?
All right. So, in my education, I have 35 credits, and I want to get my doctorate in psychology. I'm gonna retire soon from rap and go to that, but right now I got mad rap shit to do though. So like, I'm doing both at the same time. But like, eventually, we're going straight to that because we try to instill educational reform eventually. That's what I'm really passionate about, is like the educational system.
So you're more into research than like clinical stuff?
100% research. 100%. No clinical stuff. Teaching and research. You right now about the medication. So when I was young, right, I went to school, Mark Twain. It was #1 junior high school in New York at the time, right? It probably still is like right there. And like them niggas thought that I had ADHD. They was like, yo, how is this nigga doing good in school, but he's so bad? It don't make sense. Like I would literally have 90s in the one market and the other in the conduct market would be fucking U's, right? And so like they told my fucking mom, they was like, yo, he probably got ADHD. You got to get him like test for ADHD. So my mom took me to like fucking 4 or 5 psychologists, right? They ran mad tests with me. I took mad IQ tests, emotional tests, mad shit. And they was like, nah, this nigga do not have ADHD, but you know what? You gotta get this nigga more fucking schoolwork. And so I had to do double schoolwork. Like I would get schoolwork from school and they would give me extra work after that. Like, nah, you gotta do this too and shit, which was whack as fuck, but it was lit. But my mom was not with the medication shit, nigga, at all. No Adderall, no Ritalin. That shit fake.
In your opinion, is like the realest shit you've ever wrote? Like a bar that you can't forget?
I don't know about bar, but the real shit I ever wrote is The Duelist, ever. The song called The Duelist by the Underachievers.
On Evermore,
On
right?
Evermore, which is the greatest project that I've ever been involved with ever. It's,
That's fair. So you said like your favorite like piece of work you and AK like wrote?
for sure, The Duelist
cool.
and Evermore. But The Duelist is the greatest thing I've ever wrote ever. That I don't think I've ever been able to express the point that I wanted to get across more clearer than on The Duelist.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna definitely give that like a listen back now that you say that.
Yeah, check it out, baby. Duelist.
Sure. Good. So you know how your like solo project is gonna be called Pressure?
Uh-huh.
So why were you calling it Tempest before? Is Tempest like a song you've been working on that project, or did you have it called that before?
All right, so Tempest is the project that I've been working on for 5 years. It is a completely different project. So over that process of me creating Tempest, I learned how to produce over that 4 years. And I wanted to give you guys some music of me producing a whole project myself. So Pressure is like the prequel to Tempest, even though they're not connected. It's like Pressure is just a super banger project. Tempest is some conceptual like project based on time and the now and like things like that. It's basically based on time. But Pressure is just like a super hard like banger mixtape. So they're not the same project. They're just two different projects that are going to come out this year. So now, instead of like when we wrote Indigosm, I was more focused in history and like concepts of interdimensional things and like trying to figure out like the roots of like who we are as a human race, like studying Kemet and the Hermetics, the Druids, the Kabbalah, Sufism, Mesopotamia, the Moors, all those types of like older ancient civilizations, the Mayans, Aztecs, just unlimited different things that I was studying at the time. I realized at a point that like, why am I trying to figure out like a time period that I can't prove and things that I can't prove? So I started to focus more so on more tangible things that I could touch with my hands, and that is the now. That's when I started to think about the now. And so time has been basically what I've been thinking about for the past like 5 years. It's just like trying to understand concepts of time, what it is, the now, what is the past, what is the future, like trying to understand like the present moment that we're in right now instead of like focusing on like the past or the present, because you get caught up in like those types of things. But those are things that we can't prove exist. I could prove to you that right now it's happening. Like I could prove to you that I'm talking to you right now, but I can't prove to you that yesterday happened, or I can't prove to you that tomorrow will. So it's like love in the moment, like expression in the moment, like emotion in the moment, like feelings in the moment, like, and how that relates to like everything around me. Now it's happening. Like I could prove to you that I'm talking to you right now, but like, ooh, the 4-7 with the Steve's crown. I like that, baby. I like that.
They called me at the gym saying you